Yeah!
Ready? Hey everyone, today is Friday, May 1st, 2020, and exactly 49 days ago, the casino that Stacy and I both work at closed down temporarily for the COVID-19 pandemic. A small group of us continued to work for approximately 1 week so that we could scramble and figure out how this was going to affect the casino and how we could prepare for a long-term closure. So with that additional week, it has been 42 days since the last time that I walked out of the casino. For those of us that live in Ohio, today marks the beginning of the end of the stay-at-home order that has been in place since March 24th. Non-essential healthcare companies can begin opening their doors back up today. In a few days, non-essential offices, construction, and manufacturing companies can do the same. And then 12 days from now, retail and service companies alike will be able to follow suit. Now, all of those companies are going to have to follow strict guidelines. Mandatory face masks. Of course, social distancing will play a factor, as well as the expectation of continuing to sanitize and wash your hands diligently. We've all heard the word unprecedented for what is going on right now. I think that we can all use a word like strange, unique, and no matter how much I try to convince you that strange and unique is taking place, I don't think that I'll be able to convince you that Ohio now is home of the sights that you see behind me, like palm trees. Unfortunately, nearly 2 weeks ago, my family received the news that my grandmother had been admitted to the hospital with complications that would keep her there for several days. With everything that's going on, as well as my grandfather's health complications he's had, we made the quick decision, my father and I, to make the 16-and-a-half-hour drive south to Florida so that we could help take care of him. As of this moment, my grandmother is still in the hospital. There are some unknowns revolving what's going on. However, she is doing okay. It's safe to say that everyone is having some kind of struggle. Plenty of difficulties that we're faced with every day. However, amidst the hard times, this gives us the opportunity to do a lot of things that we couldn't do before. For instance, my father and I started a brick paver patio over a year ago. Over the last 12 months, we've had many distractions and used nearly any excuse possible to push it back. But now, given the time, it's safe to say that we were able to complete the project, and I'm very pleased with how it turned out. In addition to that, we purchased our house 3 years ago. It has an addition on the back room. Now, this addition does have a heater installed. However, it doesn't have the ductwork to complete any air conditioning. So during the hot summer months, it can get uncomfortable. We have been discussing since the moment we purchased the house to install ceiling fans, and we finally got around to completing that task. You have no idea how much of a difference an $80 ceiling fan can have on a room like this. Another thing that I've been spending a lot of time doing is, of course, with family. Given the unpredictable nature of weather, we take advantage of all the warm days that we get. And we found out that we have another vlogger in the family.
Okay, everybody, we're at the beach. Daddy, still really good throw this time. Yeah.
Is that a good one?
Yeah. Really good day today.
Caleb's definitely better than me. Now, one of my beliefs is that any time spent away from work should be spent traveling. Despite being over 1,000 miles away from home, it's not quite the same. But we are trying to take advantage of the opportunity. I'm attempting to pick up a new hobby. I've never been a golfer. I don't really have the patience for it. However, we have all the time in the world to take advantage of this fantastic weather, along with my grandfather living on a golf course. So no better time to learn than now. I have come to find the pros, weather of course being one of them, and along with it comes the cons. Pick up golf in Florida, you're bound to run across some gators. During this unprecedented time, we're all dealing with something, whether it be health, whether it be financial, whether it's the social aspect where you're having a difficult time dealing with not being able to see friends or family, or maybe seeing too much of your family, depending on how independent your children are. How about the struggle of possibly homeschooling or just finding the motivation to get something done around the house? But we'll likely never see something like this again in our lifetime. Take these upcoming days, this opportunity, and do some things that you've been putting off. Whether it's completing a project, whether it's spending some time with your family. How about pick up a new hobby? But most importantly, just try to enjoy life. 5, 10, 25, or even 50 years from now, when you look back on this moment, how will you remember COVID-19? I hope to look back and say that I made the best of it. Take care of yourself and your family, and I can't wait to see you on our next vacation.
Mr. Snowman.
Oh no, my God!
Mama broke it.